You have $200,000 to spend. You want a really, really wicked fast car, but on top of that, it has to be electric? Well, you really only have two options. It's either the Porsche Taycan Turbo S or the Tesla Model S Plaid. My name is Evo, and in today's video, we're gonna go over which of these two truly is the king of the wicked fast electric supercars. Now, unless you've been living under a rock for the past 12 years, you should know exactly what this is. This right here is a Tesla Model S, and not just any Model S, this is the Plaid, which means this specific car right here does 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. Yeah, you heard that right, 1.9 seconds. This is faster than a $700,000 Lamborghini Aventador in an electric sedan. It's mind-numbing when you think about it. But this specific car here is truly what caused the whole electrification of the sedan, because when the Model S came out, it was the only really electric sedan there was in 2012. And of course, nowadays you have other ones, but this truly is the pioneer of this segment. And the Plaid, being the fastest, it's the fastest car in the world from 0 to 60. It's crazy to think about that you can get all of this for $90,000. $90,000 for the fastest car in the world. Think about that. Now, on the dark side of the moon, we have this. This right here is a 2022 Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo Turbo S. Talk about a mouthful, but this is Porsche's Tesla Model S competitor, and this thing doesn't disappoint. Now, it is much more expensive than that. This thing starts off at $198,000 before options, and as many of us know, Porsche likes to charge for options. So it also is very, very fast. It's got a 0 to 60 time of 2.7 seconds with launch control. It's got about 750 horsepower from those electric batteries. It truly is a competitor to that thing. Now, to talk about the looks or on the exterior of the Model S, nothing has really changed in the last 10 years. I mean, they've done some minor updates to, of course, the headlights. They've done some minor updates to the front bumper or the grille, but overall, it stayed the same shape. It stayed the same car since it originally came out in 2012, and that's not a bad thing because the Model S has always been a handsome car, and with the Plaid, they really over-exemplified that. I mean, they made it a little bit wider. You have these massive 21-inch wheels, which are wrapped in 265 35 Michelin PS4 S tires, and all of that amounts to a blistering fast car. But when you look at it, you could also argue that it is an old design. I mean, they came out in 2012, they've updated some things, but it's still the same car that you could have bought in 2012. Nowadays, you could buy used for like 30 grand. Whereas the Taycan, there's nothing else that looks like it, and it's the only one of its kind. Now, the Taycan is a completely different story than the Model S is, because while that one came out a long time ago, this one just came out a few years ago, and it really is a crazy looking electric car. You think about electric cars, they're meant to look weird because they're not normal cars, right? And this one definitely serves. I mean, it does look very expensive, especially in this jet black color. It truly is a crazy looking car, and specifically this one being the Cross Turismo, it's got that wagony feel, which I personally love. I love the look of this car. Some people prefer the sedan version, I guess you could call it, but this truly is a very, very pretty electric car. Okay, now we're in the Model S interior, and now, like I told you guys, they haven't really changed much in the last 12 years. I mean, this one does feel a lot more updated, and of course, the elephant in the room is this. The yoke steering wheel. I don't know how I feel about it. It's weird. I mean, it's not for everyday driving, honestly, in my opinion. And there's probably gonna be somebody in the comments who'll be like, I daily drive a Plaid. Awesome. For me, it's weird. I prefer to have the steering wheel because sometimes I like to just put my hand on it, but it's up to you. Of course, you have this massive, massive screen in the middle, which is your main infotainment controller. You do have the gauges in the center for like speed and everything, but of course, this is the main control. There's no buttons or anything anywhere, as all Teslas don't. And this one does have the carbon fiber interior package. You have carbon fiber everywhere. You have it here in the cup holders. You have it on the dash, the doors. It is a nice place to be. I personally would have gone with the white interior because I think it looks awesome. But of course, these seats are also very nice. They're heated and cooled, which is a great option. And the rear, you do have good leg room because there's no middle hump because the batteries are there. But it is a nice place to be. I mean, I do like this car a lot. It just, again, it feels a little outdated because it is 12 years old. But you guys have to let me know what you think of the Tesla's interior. Now we are inside the Taycan Turbo S interior, and I gotta tell you guys, I don't want to be a little biased, but I prefer this interior over the Model S's. I think it looks more modern. It's just really nice to be in here. You have leather stitching everywhere, and of course this one does have, again, a black interior. I would have preferred a red one to, you know, with the black, but it does have red stitching. You have red stitching on the dash, the seats, the doors, and of course you also have these beautiful red seat belts, which is awesome. Now, I do like the layout in here. It feels very cockpit-esque. It almost feels like you're in a fighter jet. You do have the full digital dash, which is specifically designed to where it fits between the steering wheel, where you can see both gauges. Awesome design by Porsche. You, of course, do have the center one for, like, let's say CarPlay or whatever you use. And, of course, you do have a screen for your passengers so they can see when you're going 200 miles an hour Mach speed. But overall, very nice place. Just like the Tesla, there is a lot of room in the back. Unfortunately, this one does have a hump, unlike the Tesla. So you can sit somebody in the middle. I wouldn't really recommend it, but overall, very nice place. You have the suede headliner, just like in the Tesla, and then of course the big glass roof. It is a very nice place to be. I absolutely love this interior, and I think Porsche really knocked it out of the park when it comes to electric cars. All right, so taking off in the Porsche Taycan Turbo S Cross Turismo. Again, mouthful. This has got to be one of the nicest electric cars I have ever been in. I mean, it should be for $200,000, right? Now, of course, the car does ride on air suspension, as the Model S does. This thing is absolutely insane. I mean, it feels like I'm driving a 911, and I'm not exaggerating. I've driven plenty of 911s, and it's insane. I mean, you have instant power. Okay, so now we are in the Model S Plaid, and oh my God! Okay, so it's scary. It is scary. But, okay, all jokes aside and my dumb laugh, this car rides nice. It does. It rides just as nice as the Taycan does, because this one is also on air suspension. It is a very fast car, and it gets up and moves, but I don't think the acceleration makes up for the fact that, you know, it's just, there's some other stuff that I don't like. And I have to say, I think I would take the Porsche over this one, just based off the fact that the interior feels a little bit nicer, it feels a little bit roomier. And one other thing I forgot to mention is the steering wheel, the yoke, you can't adjust it. So you can adjust the seat and everything, but at least I haven't found a way. Maybe I'm just dumb. I think it may be in the screen. So, oh, there it is. I just turned on the wipers. So, yeah, that's another thing. The actual horn is a button as well. Not the biggest thing, at least in my opinion. Elon, I mean, you don't have to listen to me. You're a multi-billionaire, but I probably would have, I think if they give the option of just going with a regular steering wheel, I would pick that, and it would resolve like 80% of the issues I have with this car. But it is very nice. Overall, it is very nice. I do like the infotainment system better in this car than I do in the Porsche. I think the Tesla system, because they use Google Maps, I think it is very nice, and it's very responsive. It's quick, it moves just with a touch of a button. It's great. Now, to really pick which of these you want, you have to think about it. What do you need? I've described to you guys the looks, the interior, you saw how they drive, and you kind of have to break it down. If you want a car that is blisteringly fast, that you know you'll basically beat anything off the line, I mean, this is your option. 1.9 seconds is no joke. If you want something that's very high scale, that feels very expensive, that looks expensive, and that has a heritage behind it, then the Taycan is your option, because it's a Porsche. And truly, at the end of the day, I can't make that choice for you. You're just gonna have to break it down and figure out which one you truly do need. But thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're interested in more content like this, make sure you check out our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.